when the truth gets twisted. The streets listen.
For months, we've been told one story, but tonight, the city finally responded. Not rumors, not opinions. Official documentation. Stamped, signed, and now under the microscope.
The seal makes it official. As of tonight, the order stands. The North Line building is coming down, and every department has to be ready before dawn. Make sure your people understand that.
KKC.
It's slick tonight. Good thing I'm wearing the quiet shoes. The city never sleeps. Just hides things in the puddles. Huh. That's my signal. They want the truth? I'm on my way.
Pull up, team! Assemble!
We don't run, we pull up. Where it all comes together. Every receipt, every message, every dollar. Each one a point on the line. Watch how they connect. Follow the money and the picture clears. And at the end of the trail, that's the truth.
Receipt pulled. Breaking it down. Evidence loaded. Now we know. Let's pull up, team.
They love to talk. I move on proof. Show me the receipts. The squad behind me, fact check everything. No cap, just facts. Pull up.
Time to clear the air.
Your truth is just a voice.
And listen close. We got the receipts.
That won't save you.
Truth versus deception, and we don't lose.
Team, time to end this. Boost stream pod!
Being locked.
Let's shut him down. Take this! He's freaking apart! Receipts don't lie.
Numbers tell one story. A seat like this tells another. It's not just gold and weight. It's decisions. Every word counts up here.
Your receipt leaves a mark. Every document has a fingerprint. Follow the numbers long enough, and the story writes itself. The trail doesn't lie.
Stay tight.
Shoot data, fire! Launch it!
Pull up, team! The city's ours tonight! Look at him roll! Let it go, baby! Victory!
Bar just hit 100. Hold steady. Here comes the truth.
Truth incoming.
Clearing up. Step in.
Identity confirmed.
That's our guy. We pulled the curtain tonight.
Hustling.
Bank trail locked. Receipts flagged.
Here we go.
The breakdown begins.
Corruption sequence initiated. Not today.
Every line, right? Truth data form.
Pull up, team, go! Feel the truth!
Truth counterattack activated. The last receipt. Truth over everything. Case closed. Truth wins.
Peace, peace. It's your boy KKC, and we're back like your right shoulder blade. We never left. Shout out to the pull-up team and everybody that's in the chat right now. You are tuned into another episode of the Receipt Show with your boy KKC as we get ready to talk about breaking news. Wilmington, Delaware dropped statement on FDMG. And I need for you to answer the poll. Did Wilmington's response confirm violations at FDMG? Let me go ahead and pull out the receipts. While you hit that like button, go ahead and subscribe to the channel for more content and join the Pull-Up Team. Yes, we got a lot to get into, and let's go ahead and get our greetings and salutations on out the way so that we can get this thing going. Starting it off right, we have the Working Man Podcast with the super chat saying peace to the chat, Pull-Up Team, the Receipt Show, and peace to you too, my brother, the Working Man Podcast. You are in the house. We got Miss Independent. She is in the house. Age of Battle is in the house. We got Mega Change looking around. He is in the house. Shout out to Dee Dee. She's in the house. We got Dominique Jones in the house. Allison is in the house. Shout out to Estavares. He's in the house. We got Sweet DJ in the house. Who else do we got up in here? Oh, Lord, it's Mama Rika. You got the notification. You are in the house. We got DJ Rakeshot in the house, and you too up in the clouds in the house. Listen, a lot of people are confused because Umar Johnson is on his chitlin circuit where he's going from post to pillar and from pillar to post, talking about everything except for what is really happening at FDMG. As of right now, everyone knows that FDMG is supposed to come in 2027. That is if he gets the certificate of occupancy, it gets approved, and they say, okay, you can go ahead and open your church. You can go ahead and open your shoebox. You can go ahead and open your clubhouse. You can do that right now. And he said, okay, we're going to do that next year. That is crazy. But at the same time, we have people that have been up at FDMG. They've been walking around. They've been taking a look at all the dirt and trash that's left over on the property. The black mold that's going up the wall. All of that. And they go across the street and they look at the bigger building and they see how dilapidated and how vacant that building is. And they're like, there's no way that this is going to come into fruition and become a school for black boys, a church, a parochial school. It don't matter. It ain't happening. Well, you guys already know that we have submitted a request to the City of Wilmington, Delaware. We did that once upon a time. I want to say a few months ago, we reached out to the city and we were like, okay, can you tell us what is happening when it comes to Wilmington, Delaware and FDMG? And so I submitted the first response and got feedback, and it was no violations. It was no, or excuse me, it wasn't about the violation. It was about if there was any completed permits, any active permits, and there was no active permits. That receipt is currently on members only. As a matter of fact, the receipt shows 1 month ago. So 1 month ago, we heard from the city. Well, today we have received our second response from the city, and we have an answer to our questions on were there any violations? Were there any inspections? Is it just nothing has happened? Umar has just been taking donations and just doing things up the property for the illusion of progress? Well, we got an answer to let you know there was an inspection and there was some violations. Oh, we got to get into it. Now, I do want you to understand that you are going to see some information that is telling you that Umar Johnson does indeed owe $12,000 in vacant property fees.
What?
And we are going to go to the city's website so that we can see in real time on their interactive website about these vacant property fees that total $24,000. Oh man, I just need for you to go ahead and hit that like button, get your libations, get your snacks, close your door at the office so you don't get in trouble. All of my call center representatives, make sure that you have your headphones over your wired headset, and the wired headset is going up your shirt so that your management can't see the cord, so that you can clown with us in peace while you do your job, because you are the best pull-up team employee at that location, and don't let them tell you anything else. So make sure you hit that like button. You are tuned into the Receipt Show with your boy, KKC.
Trying to get the renovations together. Hit the Cash App, $ FDMG School. Hit the Cash App, $ FDMG School. Hit the Cash.
Welcome back to the show, where it is time for us to get into the receipts. Breaking news: Wilmington, Delaware drops statement on FDMG, and you are looking at what the city had to say. On the screen, we have from the City of Wilmington Department of Licenses and Inspections, the responsible party being Douglas, Frederick, and Garvey, RBG International Leaders, P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware 19804. Vacant property address is 610 East 17th Street, Wilmington, Delaware 19809. The vacant date of this property is October 3rd of 2016. Now, before we continue, the account that we will be dealing with today is 260-294-0028. That is the parcel for the bigger building across the street. You see, I cannot go on record and say there's any funny business going on at FDMG. I can tell you that the requests that was put in were for both properties. The question was asked for both parcel numbers, if there were any violations in the past 2 years, if there was any completed permits within the past 2 years, and if there were any certificates of occupancy applications filed with the Department of Licenses and Inspections. After a month of waiting, they responded with the bigger buildings information and not with anything that's going on across the street with the building that he's doing work on. What? Yes, I just want to make sure that I give you that disclaimer, because I know a lot of y'all will be saying, well, KKC, you only talked about one building. We see a $12,000 charge. Shouldn't there be two $12,000 charges? Yes, there are two $12,000 charges. That's why we are also going to go to the city's website and pull up that information as well. But we're still going to go with the information that we currently have right now. All right. So going on with this account, on January 2nd, 2026, there was a due date of $12,000, the vacant property fee, which lets me know that on January 2nd, that there was another $12,000 fee due for the parcel across the street. So you can go ahead and take this $12,000 and double that to $24,000. Now, this box says all waiver or appeal requests must be in writing with supporting documents received by the Department of Licenses and Inspections within 30 days of the statement date, December 1st of 2025, right? For appeal instructions, see the reverse side of this notice. Waiver instructions are included with the bill. All right. So again, for the parcel number, the bigger building, 260-294-0028, amount due $12,000. It was due January 2nd, 2026. I don't know if he paid that. You don't know if he paid that, but we can go on record and go ahead and say he didn't pay nothing. He didn't do nothing. He's not said anything about this though. Understand, he knows about this. He will tell everybody that the city is working against him, but he won't talk about what is due with the bills. They let him know whether he can mail his payments. Again, this is the property address, 610 East 17th Street. Let's get down to the violation. A lot of people go up to FDMG and they talk about the mold and what would happen, what would need to, take place in order for Umar Johnson to get these buildings in operation. Understand, the violation is listed and it says when the repairs are complete, please contact the inspector to schedule an inspection. So these are the list of the violations. Will this violation list say anything about the black mold? Will this list of violations say anything about contaminated land? What's going to happen? Well, let's go ahead. Let's get into it. So there was a violation. The inspector was Nolan Michaels. The inspection was held on June 27th of 2020. And this is what they said for property 610 East 17th Street. On the above date, the Department of Licenses and Inspections performed an inspection of the reference property. During the inspection, violations of the Wilmington City Code and or the International Code Council were discovered. The violations described below must be repaired within the time period noted. Please be advised that a building permit may be required for certain repairs. That language is important. Hey. Certain repairs. It's important. Why do we have to put emphasis on certain? Because we have a group of people that will tell you that all repairs require a permit, and they do not. So again, please be advised that a building permit may be required for certain repairs, additions, alterations, or replacements to the structure. Please contact the Department of Licenses and Inspections for further information on permitting requirements and to make application for a building permit. When the repairs are complete, please contact the inspector to schedule an inspection. Once the department has confirmed that the required repairs have been made, the matter may be closed. If you require additional time to complete the repairs, you may request an extension in writing from the inspector prior to the expiration of the time period, stating why the repairs cannot be completed within the time period allowed. If you fail to make the repairs within the stated time period, a criminal summons will be issued and you may be subject to a fine. Let's stop and talk about it right now. We have the receipt in our hand, people, that the city is telling Umar Johnson that if you do not correct these violations in the stated time period, this will turn criminal. Let's talk about it, because this goes back to 2020. So the question, and this is the question: did Umar Johnson correct these violations? Is there criminal charges pending and looming over Umar Johnson's head because he didn't correct these violations? It's important that we talk about this because, again, we have content creators that are out here that will tell you that no permits have been made or pulled, no inspections have been made, and people will believe that and they will run with it and they will be like, oh, this is what's going on. Whole time the city is like, listen, this what has to happen or this is turning criminal. All right, let's see what they said. Let me make sure that I read that part again for anybody that need to think I'm lying. There it is. I blew it up. If you can hear me, put a 1, or excuse me, put an 8 in the chat. If you can hear me, I'm coming through clear, put an 8 in the chat. If you can see the screen, put an 8 in the chat. I need for you guys to read this. I'm not lying. I need you to see it for yourself. The city said, if you fail to make the repairs within the stated time period, a criminal summons will be issued and you may be subject to a fine. You may be subject to criminal fines weekly until the violations are repaired. Okay, so I appreciate it. I'm glad that you guys can hear. because I need y'all to hear this. This is important information. Shout out to Enterprise Entertainment. Get over to Enterprise Entertainment's channel and subscribe. We will be going over Enterprise Entertainment's video today when it comes to FDMG. We have the link to his channel pinned in the description of today's show. So shout out to this brother. Shout out to DD. That's what's going to get his behind. Mixtress, shout out to you. Thank you for coming in. All right, you guys can hear what I'm saying. I thank you. You can take a screenshot of this. So let's get into these violations. Should you have any questions or to request a meeting with the inspector or to schedule an inspection of the completed repairs, please contact the inspector at the email address or telephone number listed above. All right, here we go. First, description. As a result of the violations listed below, this structure is deemed unsafe. The violations must be corrected within the time period noted or the dwelling vacated. Section 427, 116.1.1. Days 0. Compliant. Yes. Compliance date 11/16/2020. Location: the general interior. FLR. Floor? Is that what that means? As a result of the violations listed below, this structure is deemed unsafe. That is the structure being the bigger building across the street, the one that he's not doing anything to. Let's continue. Requires that no owner or operator shall let to any person for human habitation, and no person shall occupy any dwelling or dwelling unit which has been condemned or placarded. That's what it says. Placarded. Condemned or placarded. You have that being, again, the general interior. Unsafe structure. Responsibility of owner. Repair/replace fire, smoke, and water damage. Restore electric service. Restore natural gas service. So this is an unsafe structure. The violations that must be corrected are: nobody can be inside that building. He had 3 days to make sure he got that together. Requires that no owner or operator shall let to any person for human habitation, and no person shall occupy any dwelling or dwelling unit which has been condemned and placarded. Now, my question is this. This is back in 2020. This is back when he had purchased the building, and we have Don, the ex-FDMG. Yes, am I saying this wrong? That's what it say. Am I saying that word wrong? I think I am. Y'all know I tell word all out of frame. A poster or sign for public display, either fixed to a wall or carried during a demonstration. He's supposed to have some type of sign or signage. That's what this is saying. Requires that no owner or operator shall let to any person for human habitation, and no person shall occupy any dwelling or dwelling unit which has been condemned or placarded. So this property is vacant. He should have something on the building, but at the same time, this is during the time where Don was allegedly living in those buildings, and he says that Umar was living in the buildings as well. That was when there was a fire. And see, let me do this. Let me see if I can dive off into the vaults and find that video. Let me see if I can find the video of the night it was reported that there was a fire at FDMG. Let me see. Give me a second. I'm going to. That's a heavy receipt right there. I just got into the vault. All right, I'm looking. Give me 1 second, y'all. The night that FDMG allegedly caught fire. Do I have this? And I'm still looking. Hold on. All right, let's see. We got the paint days. Still scrolling. Let's see. He's still scrolling, y'all. I'm still checking. No, that's not it. I thought that was it. That's not it. Hold on. That's done cutting the grass. Let's see. Still going. More paint days. More lectures. Still looking. Do I have that receipt? I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Let's keep going. I'm still looking. Still looking. Hold on. All right. Let's see. Fatunde over in Africa. Still going. Hold on. All right, it's him in Canada. Let's see. Let me do this. Let me go over. Let's see. All right, let me see if I can find it by going over to. So I thought I had it. So let me go to videos. Oh, this. All right, so let me see. I'm back searching again. All right, that's solar panels. We ain't looking for that receipt. That's the shockumentary. That's when they were cleaning out the building. That's the. Hold on, I'm looking, y'all. I'm looking. I believe I'm gonna find it, and I'm sorry it's taking me so long. I know I'm gonna find the receipt. I gotta find it at this point. Let's see. Okay, I'm in 2020. I think this happened like around the summertime. I want to say around June. Was it June of 2020? Let's see. All right, that's when he got the rock painted. That was in 2020. I might not have that receipt because I'm not seeing it. Is when all the fire trucks was outside of FDMG, and it's like a few seconds. It's not even a long video. It's like a 10-second video or something. That's great one. Yeah, I don't have the receipt. I know I can find it, but it's not gonna be on today's show because then it'd be a long time trying to find it. Okay, so make a change, hit it. This is during the time where a fire was alleged to have happened up there. This is also during the time again when they said that they were living in those buildings, and it was known that people would get off inside those buildings because it's a kicking spot, it's a hangout spot. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. The building with the violations is condemned, and this is the bigger building across the street. This building is considered condemned. Yeah, I know it was in the summer of 2020. So getting back into this document, there's supposed to be some type of placard let you know that this building is not safe. You ain't supposed to be in there. It's an unsafe structure. The responsibility of the owner was to repair and replace the fire, the smoke, and water damage that the building sustained. Restore the electric service and restore the natural gas service. Now, even though I do not have the information on the bigger building, the smaller building that he's done the work on, this is the work that he's done on the smaller building. So the question becomes, were there the same violations on the smaller building? Because we know the HVAC was replaced. We know and we heard him talk about the sprinkler system had been replaced. The smoke alarm and smoke detector had been replaced. He got the electric back on, even though we have the information about he was stealing power to begin with. And now he has Delmarva power going on. It is crazy work. And so that is why he flipped when the kids ran in. Yup, because they would nail his butt because people were off in there. And that's another reason why he was like, he'll call the police and all that too. But with him recording that, he still could be in trouble. Still got to be careful with that. That is absolutely insane. Good eye. Good eye. Let me get into some of these super chats. I got some super chats coming in. Shout out to Enterprise Entertainment. Thank you for the shout out, brother. Get them. Yes, thank you for coming to the show, man. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Again, you guys get over to Enterprise Entertainment. He went up to FDMG, and we're going to get into this video so that we can take a look and see what's going on ourselves. Thank you for the super chat. And we also got Mind Chaos Brew. Thank you, sis, for the super chat. A scam dollar just like Mary Ann's dad. Oh my God. If you guys have not catch last night's show, Mind Chaos Brew, we did a meme panel talking about what is going on with Mary Ann Lorient and the untold story with the fire surrounding her father and that whole situation. Oh my goodness, the foolishness. Thank you for the super chat. These people will have you believe that everything is going great. There's nothing to worry about. Whole time, $24,000 vacant property fees exist. Mary Ann Lorient is talking about building wineries in her basement and funding movies. Whole time, her family done did some of the dirtiest, most low down things that you can imagine, and she's not trying to make sure that those individuals are financially made whole. No, she's not worrying about that. As a matter of fact, she's more focused on donations and making sure the community and the family is made whole by receiving more lives. It makes no sense. Shout out to Money Boy. Mary Ann Lorient isn't the only child, so the estate may have went to one of the siblings. Man, y'all are tearing her up. My goodness. All of this is so much. This is so much. Okay, so pivoting back into my question of the building across the street. Did Umar Johnson begin work on the smaller building to take care of the violations that the cities bestowed on the smaller building, getting the electric restored, getting the natural gas HVAC system back restored, getting the repairs done on the roof to stop any leaks coming into the building, getting the plumbing fixed in the gym and stopping the backing up of the water and the sewage in the gym. You have to consider, is it possible that Umar Johnson corrected the violations for the smaller building based on the violations that we're reading when it comes to this bigger building? Going on down, it says a written petition setting forth the principal points upon which the appeal is made, specific reference to the provision of the applicable code sections upon which appeal is based, the names and addresses of the owners of all other properties affected by the appeal, an administrative filing fee of $50. If your appeal is successful, the fee will be refunded to you. The appeal should be addressed to the following: Secretary, Board of Licenses and Inspections, Review, City/County Building, 3rd floor, 800 North French Street, Wilmington, Delaware, 19801. Once your written appeal and filing fee are received, a hearing will be scheduled before the board. At this hearing, you may introduce evidence and witnesses to support your appeal. An attorney may represent you, or you may choose to present your appeal on your own. The board has the authority to affirm, modify, reverse, vacate, or revoke the action for which the appeal is being made. Written notice of the board's decision will follow the hearing. The board shall hear and decide appeals in accordance with its rules, regulations, and procedures. By order of the Department of Licenses and Inspections, sincerely, Michael A. Boykin, Commissioner, Department of Licenses and Inspections. So there you have it, folks. The bigger building across the street is considered unsafe. I would say the smaller building across the street was also deemed unsafe. And he had to correct these complaints, these violations within a certain time frame. He had 3 days to make sure people were not inside that building and it was closed off. He had 7 days to get the smoke detector and all that repaired, to restore electric service and restore natural gas service. The compliance date of all of this started November 9th of 2020. because you got November 9th of 2020 for the restore of natural gas service, and then you got November 16th, 2020 for everything else. This is very telling because now it gives you more understanding as to why Umar Johnson would have done the illusion of progress to the degree that he did the illusion of progress. Right, that's what I'm saying. The issues were fixed in the smaller building, not in the bigger building. So what I'm saying is, since this document that I have is for the bigger building, did Umar Johnson fix the issues in the smaller building because he had the same violations? That's what I'm saying. So now the question it becomes, because we were all running off the whole guys, it's just an illusion of progress. Oh, so he did fix these issues, is what you're saying. So you're saying in the bigger building, Umar Johnson fixed these issues. I would push back. I would say no, he didn't. He didn't restore electric over in the smaller building. He didn't do that. He didn't replace the fire smoke detector. I do know about the patches that was placed on the bigger building by the city because he was charged for that. And I don't know if anything was done to help keep people out of there. So you're saying that Umar Johnson had the repairs completed on the bigger building. Okay. All right. So I'm dropping the link. Understand the link today is only for Make a Change. Today's show is not an open panel link. Make a Change is crafty and great at pulling information when it comes to the city, permits, finding out what's going on. So I dropped the link for you to come on up, Make a Change, and you can go ahead and tell the people what we are missing when it comes to these violations. So coming up, Make a Change is on his way to the panel so that we can talk about, did Umar Johnson fix these violations on the bigger building? Did he do that? Everybody wants to know, because as of right now, the receipts show that, hey man, you got some things that you need to fix. Make sure you hit that like button, family. You are tuned into the Receipt Show with your boy, KKC.
Catch her on a beat.
We not playing with y'all. FDMG is coming, baby. We coming. We coming. We not playing with y'all.
Look, I don't think you like me because I wear a wig.
We not playing with y'all.
Look, I don't think you like me because I wear a wig. Look, I don't think you like me because I wear a wig. Look, I don't think you like me because I wear a wig. Look, I don't think you like me because I wear a wig. Look, I don't think you like me because I wear a wig.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. We not playing with y'all. Oh wow.
Honestly, I mean, at this point, from what I can see for this arrest, there's no active account.
Oh wow. We not playing with y'all.
Bro, you are hilarious. Hey, I'm on Dr. Umar live.
Oh wow.
Hey D, how you doing, love? Where you at in the world? Where you at in the world?
I'm in Detroit. Look,
you in Detroit. You in Detroit. You in Detroit. You in Detroit.
Oh wow.
Look,
you in Detroit. You in Detroit.
Look, I don't think you like me because I wear a wig. Look, I because I wear weed.
Sister Ari.
Look,
You
I
in
wear
Detroit.
weed. Look,
You
I
in
wear
Detroit.
weed. Look,
You
I
in
wear
Detroit.
weed.
Question, Sister Ari. You're a beautiful sister.
Look, I don't think you like me because I wear weed. Look,
You
I
in
wear
Detroit.
weed. Look,
You
I
in
wear
Detroit.
weed. Look, I don't think you like me because I wear weed. Look, I don't think you like me because I wear weed. Look, I don't think you like me because I wear weed. Look, I don't think you like me because I wear weed. Look, I don't think you like me because I wear weed.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. We're not playing with y'all. Oh wow.
Honestly, I mean, at this point, from what I can see for this rest, there's no active account.
Oh wow. Oh wow. We're not playing with y'all.
So that I can tell you. There's no active account. So if the power is on, then more than likely, again, it was tampered with. And it does look like we have some pending service orders to go out and, check some things out. To figure out, what exactly is going on out there. But it doesn't show any active, any active customer per se.
Wow. Thank you so much, and you were like really, really, really helpful. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, not a problem. You're
All
welcome.
right, thank you so much. You too. Bye bye.
Oh man, I know you remember that Make a Change when Flacco messed up and called the light company and just doxed and put everything out there that there was no power at FDMG, man. Welcome to the panel. Make a change. What's going on, man? I think this is like a ongoing issue with Make a Change every time we take the panel. Make a change. Can you hear us? Nope. See, he comes up here and it happens every time, man. What? Get your stuff together. Man, listen. So what's going on is we're waiting on Make a Change to come up to the panel. Everyone, we've been talking about this document here that we received from the city. The city says that the bigger building is considered condemned. This is a violation. This just came to us from the city. We just got this. So it's going to be very interesting to hear Make a Change tell us that this was fixed by the city, but according to the city, this is not fixed. That's why I'm like, I please come up to the panel and please explain this, because this is helping Umar Johnson if he's paying attention. Because according to the receipts, Umar Johnson has to fix these issues with the city. Umar Johnson says the city is making it hard for him to open FDMG. Make a Change is about to come onto the panel and say that Umar fixed this issue. Oh man, this is about to be some good stuff right here. So everybody, welcome Make a Change.
Can you hear me, man? I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. Yes,
hey, man, I know it's been a long time, so all of this stuff kind of runs together. But you remember that when after the fire, right? Remember after he had the fire, he did this video and he said, he had the fire or whatever. Then I think it was probably like a month or so later, he said renovations has been completed, right? And he was out there. That's when he found that extra room and all of that nonsense. You remember that, right? You remember that?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. At that time, we went onto the site, and you could still go and look at it. And I even did a video on it, but you could go to the old site and pull it up. When he was telling us that renovations were being completed, and we saw construction workers there and everything. So people were jumping up and saying, oh, man, he started. And when we pulled the repair, they said they came to repair the fire damage for the 4 rooms. And there's a permit from the construction company for cleaning that up. Because you got a piece that we didn't have, which is the city had cited him that he had to get that done. That's probably why he went ahead and got it done, because they were on his butt. And if I'm not mistaken, there's on that document that you showed, it says compliance. It says yes. So wouldn't that mean that he did it?
But I got it wrong. Yep, there it is. I got to red X myself. There it is right there. He's compliant in every category.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, it says that he became compliant as of November 9th, 2020, and the rest of the date, November 16th of 2020.
Yeah, because the permits is there on that one. But no, you have brought up, you found a piece that we couldn't get because it's not on the site. The city was on him to get that fire stuff cleaned up. So that's probably why he went and did it, because the city came on him. But he did do that, and he tried to pretend that he was doing the renovations had started, and that's when we went and pulled the permit. And I know you know, but it's been so long, so this stuff kind of runs together. But when we pulled the permit out, we debunked it that like years ago that hey, you weren't doing renovations, you were repairing the fire damage, you were cleaning up the fire stuff. That's all it was.
I do remember that. I need that. I need that video, man. I need that video. Because again, the video is only a few seconds long. It's not long at all. And it just shows the fire trucks in front of the building.
Yeah. Well, the video that we had with the fire truck, it was remember that guy he used to be on, the trucker guy, and he had all the tattoos and stuff.
The fire wasn't fake. It was somebody got off in there.
It was real. Yeah, it was real.
The part that was fake. The part that was fake was the meme that Umar Johnson put out trying to show the fire damage. That was fake.
That was fake, and he pulled that picture real quick once we debunked that. Yeah.
Now, Jessica wants you to know that this is a formal FOIA request, not public information, and that's because again, you have to request everything from the city. Now, you cannot.
Right, and you have to request the violations. You could see the permit, and the violation form tells you right there that it was done. I know people want to, and like I said, I'm not an Umar supporter, but you know, if the information tells you what it is, you can't, you know. And historically, we know about the fire thing, and we knew Umar tried to use the renovations that were I wouldn't say renovations, but the cleanup and after the fire, to say that he was doing work. And he showed us the people. He said, yes, people, renovations had started. And then we went and looked it up, and we saw it wasn't renovations. People were there cleaning up for the fire. And then he then he pretty much let that go. But yeah, that's what that is.
So if that's the case, then he has been doing stuff up there. Well, they said that if you don't do this, you could face criminal charges. So that's why he did it.
That's why he did it.
Oh, man.
But that's pretty much the way it has been. Is a lot of times it's the city. Remember when he said somebody tried to break in and the wood was missing, and he never fixed it, and the city had to go fix it and charge him? All of that stuff. I know that historically it's kind of like, because it's so long, you might have forgotten, and it all runs together. But yeah, that's what that was. Yep.
Wow. So 6 years ago, the city let him know, if you don't fix this, you in trouble. He fixed it. He almost lost these buildings. That's no question. But he got that back together. So again, these repairs or renovations that he's done at the small building, I don't have the information for that, but I would say he's doing all that based on this right here.
When you send the request, and did you give them all the numbers?
Yeah. I put it in for both parcels.
Okay, yeah, you may have to. A lot of times, when I was getting some back in the day, sometimes they only give you one. If you reply back and say, "Hey, I need it for the second number," also they'll give you for the second number.
Yeah, we're definitely going to reach back out because we didn't get the full request. But this right here, it's still interesting to know that. So they have it on record that he only had one violation, y'all. So let this receipt show, out of the entire time Umar Johnson has had FDMG both buildings, he's only had one violation.
Hey, you know what probably happened, KKC? It's probably when the building got that fire and the fire department came out. they probably had to report it to the city. So, the city probably had to go and inspect and all of that stuff. That's probably how they got to find out. Umar, I'm sure he didn't report it. So that's probably what they probably got out there and sent that stuff out.
Allison says, I mean, it is feeling like, oh my gosh. Do you know about Mary Ann's dad?
Yeah, I'm not getting into that, man. That's a little bit that's a little bit too much for me. That's too much for me. I'm not getting into that.
Thank you for the super chat.
Hey man, I'm gonna drop down, man, because I'm waiting in line at the DNB. I just have to walk out. Yeah, but I just have to touch base with you on that. But yeah, that's what that fire stuff was for, man.
Okay, I appreciate you coming up, man. Thank you for letting us know.
I'll be back in the clouds, bro.
All right.
Peace.
Man, so Mega Change just came onto the panel. Let us know that yes, all of this has been corrected and cleaned up based on the receipts right here. The receipts do show that Umar took care of all of these violations. He's compliant as of November 9th and November 16th for 5 descriptions for a violation. Man, oh man, oh man. So this is, it's not a win, but it's one of those situations where you have to note Umar Johnson is in compliance with the city of Wilmington, Delaware, when it comes to these buildings. Goodness. Enterprise Entertainment says, according to this and based on his reactions when asked any question, I'm going to say no. Because if he has complete these things, why would you not show it? Well, Enterprise, we stand corrected. He's in compliance. You have to say yes. You got to say yes. We got it wrong. I was reading this wrong. He's in complete compliance with the city of Wilmington, Delaware, when it comes to, I would say at least the bigger building, and I would go on record to say both buildings. Just because I don't have the other report, I would say both buildings. If he did work for one, he did it for the other. But you can say the reason why he did it is because he was going to be facing criminal charges. Because it says, if you fail to make the repairs within the stated time period, a criminal summons will be issued, and you may be subject to a fine. You may be subject to criminal fines weekly until the violations are repaired. Oh, so he made sure he got that together. Thank you for the super chat. J-Wit Podcast, man, you know FDMG is opening in August of 22, 2 million. Man, 20,279. Stop playing like you don't know, KKC. Listen, I know FDMG ain't coming. What I do know, it is very interesting every time we come across receipts that show that Umar Johnson has done the work. It makes me feel like, dude, like, what am I missing here? Like, have I got it wrong the entire time? But you are right. Fire damage cleanup is not renovations. That's just what we not gonna do is play like those renovations that he did over at the bigger building was for real renovations. Because I remember the show that we did to let the people know that yes, there was indeed a fire back in 2020. There was a fire. It wasn't a massive or major fire, but Umar Johnson painted it and made the story seem like that's what happened. Because he put out a fake meme of an apartment in a whole nother country, I think Russia or somewhere, because people Google searched the image. So he played on that situation and told the people that, you know, they trying to burn up the school and, you know, to receive more donations. That's what that's how he spun the story. But no renovations has taken place at the bigger building. However, based on what we just looked at with the documentation, renovations were done at the smaller building. We're taking a look at the map. This is the city of Wilmington. We have put in a search for the smaller school building or smaller building that's supposed to be the school. The last time we looked at the bills, Umar had paid the bills. However, the $12,000 fee is still stands. Now, you will see here, there's a $12,000 fee right here. This is for the building across the street. As you can see, the parcel number 260-294-0027. 28 is the bigger building, 27 is the smaller building. There's the $12,000 fee. So both buildings owe 12. So he owes 24,000. Okay. I don't know how true this is, but as of right now, they have the assessed improvement value at $2 million. That means something, man. Because, and they also have the assessed land value at $219,000. No matter if he purchased the buildings for $10 or he purchased them for the $400,000, if he was to sell these, he would make some money, unfortunately, off the people's donations. Looking at any past due bills, as of right now, bills are paid. He just owes the $24,000 for the vacant property fees. It's a lot to consider with this. I'm as you can tell, I'm kind of like, wow, this is crazy. Miss T. Priest says your content stands on truth and receipts, even if they go against the common narrative. This sets you aside from many. Salute. Thank you, Miss T. Priest. You know what? That means a lot. That means a lot because Miss T. Priest knows I'm out here on the island by myself pushing this information because the bigger channels, if you will, I'll just put it like that without bashing anybody. The bigger channels don't want to give credit where credit is due. And that is when the checks and balances check out, you still have to report the accurate information. This does not mean that FDMG is coming. FDMG is coming in 20,279, according to J-Wit Podcast. And that's going to be in August, so you know. But at the same time, we should be able to report that, yes, the fire damage was cleaned up. Yes, Umar Johnson only received one violation. Yes, there was permits pulled. Yes, you do not need permits for all the things that's done down there at those buildings per the city, per this document right here. I want to make sure that I put this back on the screen because this document really matters. This is very important. And, you know, you guys can screenshot it. You know, if you need for me to send it to you, what's going on here? Why can't I, there we go. That's what I was trying to do. If you guys need a copy of this, anybody that needs it, I don't mind sharing the documentation. But it is what it is. The city lets it be known Please be advised that a building permit may be required for certain repairs, additions, alterations, or replacements to the structure. Not all repairs need a permit. And mind you, Umar Johnson got hit with the munitions. He was fined for any work that was done at that property that did not have a permit. That was he was fined for that. Do I need to pull up that information? Do I need to pull up the munitions paperwork? I think that I do. I think that I may have to pull up the FDMG information. The court information. This is it. Did I go to the right? No, I didn't. There it is. All right. Here it is. The munitions paperwork. The munitions paperwork right here. Shout out to Rim. Shout out to Lady Luck Club. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Please put this information out. Please put it out here. So in the munitions paperwork, you had the initial filing munitions. See image attachment for judgment details dated docketed August 6, 2025. Judgment is entered jointly and severely or severally, whatever. I'm slaughtering the word, against Frederick Douglass, Marcus Garvey, RBG International Leadership Academy. The parcel number, the bigger building, 260-294-0028. Judgment amounts to be paid as follows. Judgment amount $17,810.77. Water and sewer charges $1,854.17. Exterior improvement charges $156.60. Vacant registration fee $15,500. Civil penalty charges $300. And that's just for the bigger building. He also had to pay the fines and the fees for the smaller building. And so when we go down to the very bottom of the page, it says judgment satisfied. August 21st, 2025, this judgment, debt, interest, and costs fully paid. Fully paid. So when we go back here and we take a look and we look at the violation and we look at the section that says, please be advised that a building permit may be required for certain repairs, understand that any repairs that man did and he wasn't supposed to do, he already done paid the fine for. I got you, Lady Little Club. As a matter of fact, I'm about to just forward you this entire email right now. Rim, if you need the email, please reach out. I forwarded it to please. How do we wait a minute? That's a response. Hold on. Oh Lord, what am I doing? All right, forward to Lady Luck Club. Boom. Lady Luck Club LLC and send. All right, I just sent it to you. You got it. You got it. I sent it out. Ramil, you want it too? I got you. I'm forwarding it to you right now. All right. It has been sent. Lady Luck Club. Remy, you guys got it. Shout out to you guys. My Chaos Brew, you already have it. You're members, so members already have it. Members already have it on members only, but if I need to send it to you raw, let me know. Where is the final inspection report? Top show the repairs were completed. I see permits, but no final inspection. Now, as far as a final inspection, I don't know if a final inspection has been completed. Understand that this inspection here, this is for the fire damage. This is when back in 2020, when Umar Johnson, there was a fire that broke out, and I don't know if I will be able to find that video. I know where to go to look for it right now. Let me see if I can get over here real fast and sign into my account and pull it. But anyway, there was a fire that broke out because some people were inside the building. Umar went live for like a few seconds, like maybe 30 seconds, just to show it. He then went on this whole campaign that FDMG was set on fire by the haters and we need donations. And the picture that he put out, come to find out that was bogus. It was from an apartment out of the country somewhere, right? And so he was told by the city, as you can see in this information, in this paragraph here, that if he didn't fix what happened, he would be a criminal summons would be issued on him. So he hurried up and took care of all of this. Now, according to, where is it at? Is this right here? Is it this page? No, this is the bill for the vacant property. Okay, there it is. So according to this, the inspector on this was Nolan Michaels. I don't know when he came back out and did it, but the compliance date for all of this is right here. He was compliant on these dates with these violations or descriptions of the violations. And it was signed off on by Michael A. Boykin. This was sent to me by the city. This is on record. All right. And now you have the information. This is all. Oh, hold on. Is this it? No, this ain't it. This, what is this? What's some of them popped up on my screen? Hold on, y'all. Okay, no, this is I forwarded to y'all. So this is the same stuff, same documents. My thing is I didn't scroll down far enough and I found some more documents. But no, this is all the city sent to me. It was a 4-page email, but one of the pages were blank. So this is all it is. It's the $12,000 vacant property fee, the violation, and the appeal process. All right. Let me jump back into the chats. Towards my great, really great grandson tuition to FDMG in 3,201, the year 3201 is crazy work. Thank you for the super chat, J Whip Podcast. As a matter of fact, we got to make sure that we take a listen to Brother Witt. We got to listen to Brother Witt. We also have Enterprise Entertainment. Here's the thing. No one can say he hasn't put any money into these buildings, but are renovations complete? No. Ready to house students? No. Has he used money for his personal? Yes. But Pookie and Ray Ray did work. Oh, man. You hit it all on the head. Like, that's the thing. Renovations are not complete. We just go based on what he says. Renovations complete. But when we go and look at your video, we're going to see how the gutters are not fully connected. That's going to matter in the inspection. The mold that's visible on the building, whether it can be sandblasted off or whether it has to be treated, that's going to matter when it comes to the inspection. Right now, we still have to keep in mind what hold on, where's the receipts? Hold on, y'all. Right here. Daniel Walker let it be known when he was interviewed by Mary Ann that even if Umar Johnson was opening a church, the city would not treat it as him opening up a commercial, facility, like an actual, operating school that like we believe it is. It would be, he's 501c3, and so there's a little bit of a different process that they would go through. So that does matter too. So even though that I'm saying, the disconnected gutter and all that we're going to see on Enterprise Entertainment's video, the city may be willing. They may be. I'm just suggesting that is it possible that they may be willing to overlook the issues up at FDMG. I mean, again, he's in compliance according to them. He's paid any fines and fees that are owed. And I'm floored. I'm not gonna even hold you. But thank you so much for the super chat, Enterprise, and thank you so much for everybody that's donating and sending in super chats. I really appreciate this. Today is very interesting, and we are about to get into the video where Brother Enterprise was walking around at FDMG. We need to take a look at it and put all of this together. Maybe something is coming. I don't believe it's FDMG in the way we know it, but I'm tired of the foolishness. Please hit the like button. It's your boy, KKC. This is crazy.
When the truth gets twisted, the streets listen.
For months, we've been told one story, but tonight, the city finally responded. Not rumors, not opinions. Official documentation, stamped, signed, and now under the microscope.
The seal makes it official. As of tonight, the order stands. The Northline building is coming down and every department has to be ready before dawn. Make sure your people understand that.
KKC.
Brother Witt, $25. Thank you, brother. You canceled the payment? Brother Witt, you canceled your $25? Must have a white girl. Brother Witt, brother Witt, brother Witt, brother Witt. You canceled the payment, Brother Witt, you canceled your $25? Must have a white girl. You canceled the payment? Brother Witt, you canceled your $25? You canceled the payment? Must have a white girl. You canceled the payment? You canceled the payment? Must have a white girl. So you canceled the payment? Must have a white girl. Brother Wick, you canceled your $25? Brother Wick, you canceled your $25? Brother Wick, Brother Wick, Brother Wick. So you canceled the payment? Brother Wick, you canceled your $25? Must have a white girl. Brother Wick, Brother Wick, Brother Wick. So you canceled the payment? Brother Wick, you canceled your $25? Must have a white girl. So you canceled the payment?
If you got a child in special ed, they've been ADHD, conduct disorder, I'm the person you came to. I've been doing this work for over 20 years. My name is etched in stone. There is no such thing as I just woke up and heard about you. You're going to get some people like that, but most of our people know who I am because I helped them save their kids or their children went to my school. I didn't just wake up yesterday. People know who I am. I got the books, I got the articles, I got the resume.
Absolutely.
Political coonery. 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 Am I really crazy? What's so crazy about? Am I really crazy? What's so crazy about? Am I really crazy? What's so crazy about? Am I really crazy? What's so crazy about?
Listen. Somebody built an institution from the grass.
Right.
Name somebody. You ain't got none of them. Name me a YouTuber doing what I'm doing. Any of them conscious dudes. Name one on my level. Name one building. You crazy.
I can't.
My sneaks, bro.
I can't. All I can name is my father-in-law.
How many they kept out of jail, bro? They're not building shit.
Right. So.
Through the grass, what have they built, bro? Who you know in the conscious movement built an institution? Answer that. Nobody. I'm the only one in my generation doing it.
Well, you're building it.
Political coonery. 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 Am I really crazy? What's so crazy about? Am I really crazy? What's so crazy about? Am I really crazy? What's so crazy about? Am I really crazy? What's so crazy about?
Good afternoon, good people. Enterprise Entertainment. Not back with another review. We back with another update. An update from Fraud DMG. Now, he just had a Loon interview on the It's Up There podcast. Father David had him on his podcast. And of course, the shameful, disgraceful podcast that he just did on the Breakfast Club. These three entities absolutely need to be ashamed of themselves for Black people. For saying that you want goodness for Black people, for saying that you want excellence for Black people, not promoting such a charlatan like this. And for people like Charlemagne, who wanted to ask softball questions, people like Loon, who wanted to ask softball questions, people like Father David, who wanted to act oblivious like this dude is doing something for the conscious community. Allow me,
All right. Shout out to entertainment. Listen, we got eyes on the ground at FDMG. Looks like we are looking at the bigger building. No, smaller building. This is perfect. Smaller building. Here we go.
Littered all over the ground. Do you see right there, Charlemagne? That's black mold.
That's black mold. That's black mold. The question becomes, based on everything that we've saw, and with the city saying that Umar Johnson is in compliance, what does that mean at this point? Will the city overlook it? Since I stand corrected because I was just informed by Tavares, Lennon pulled a doc saying he had a 501c4, not a 501c3, which that means the game is changed, because if that's true, then the donations are not tax deductible. Let's go to Google AI. A 501c4 is a tax-exempt nonprofit social welfare organization under IRS rules designed to promote the common good and general welfare of the community. Unlike 501c3 charities, these organizations can engage in unlimited lobbying and political campaigning, though donations are not tax deductible. I told you. Key examples include civic leagues, advocacy groups, and homeowner associations. It's important that we, you know what? That just let me know without a doubt in my mind that, one, this is indeed a cult. Two, Umar Johnson talking about politics and wanting to start an independent black political movement amongst our community, or amongst the community, is because of the registering of the 501c4, and which makes it possible for them to do that. And the homeowners portion speaks to the residential academy, which speaks to when we were inside the Zoom call and they were talking about purchasing properties from the land banks, also speaking to the documentation. Shout out to the pull-up team in Wilmington, Delaware, that sent me the Wilmington Land Bank. What was it called? The Wilmington Conservancy Land Bank, the WCLB. Oh my goodness! Shout out to Tavares. That just made that makes it so it makes sense. This is a cult. This is indeed why. You know what organization or what community that was a 501c4, if you will, still had a spiritual background and also talked about heaven on earth? Jim Jones and the People's Temple. They were able to get behind a lot of political leaders. You know why? Because he had the congregation to sway votes. Why do I say heaven on earth? Well, let's take a trip real quick. Man, this makes so much sense now. This makes so much flipping sense now. Oh man, this is sad. This is bad stuff. This is some scary stuff. It ain't just bad. It's scary. Look at this. Shout out to the pull-up team and members only. and all those that have watched the first episode of Under the Crown, and we broke down the Olotunji village. Look at this. Look at this. He just posted this 2 days ago. He's still woohoo. If you still haven't watched Under the Crown's episode, Ifa Tunde Explain, you in the dark right now. You in the dark. This meme right here means so much, and we ain't even here to talk about that. That is crazy. We're here to discuss this heaven on earth right here. Heaven on earth. Being a 501c4 means so much. Now it makes great sense. Here you go. So you see this? FDMG, hashtag Dr. Umar School for Boys, Heaven on Earth. You have Oshun, Ogun. Oh, man. Let's go ahead and skip back over here to this right here. Heaven on Earth, Jim Jones. Jim Jones, leader of the People's Temple, promised his followers a socialist racial equality utopia, which he termed what? Heaven on earth. Shout out to the super chats, man. Him being a 501c4 just locked this in. It's locked in. It's locked in. You ain't. I will be by myself with this, people. I keep telling y'all, I'll be by myself with this understanding and this belief. I'm telling y'all, Umar Johnson and this whole FDMG saga, it is about starting a cult for, or having a place where his followers can have a place to worship. And this location is where they will also educate the boys and eventually the girls, according to him. No matter if it does take years upon years upon years, no matter if that is the case, the reason why is because it's not about opening a school in a timely manner for Black America's children. And the proof is in things like seeing heaven on earth on memes like this. Being a 501c4 locks this. This is some scary stuff, y'all. And am I saying that this is going to get to the level of Jim Jones? I'm not saying that at all. But knowing what happened, dealing with Jim Jones and hearing somebody use terms like that, that's not funny. It's not cute. It's not safe. Shout out to Texas Diva. I'm late, but you right on time because you have been a member of the pull-up team for 21 months. That's right under a year, knocking on the door of 2. I thank you so much for your dedication. We gotta make sure that we get the 1 year and 2 year celebrations. I promise I am going to do just that. But because you knocking on the door for 2 years, let me just go ahead and re-crown you, Texas Diva. I think that's appropriate.
Welcome to the movement. In this team, we stand on truth.
Shout out to Texas Diva for being a part of the Pull-Up 15 for 21 months. That's what I'm talking about, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I really do. Y'all just don't understand. Enterprise says they can't overlook black wood. That's a biohazard. I got you. I believe the city is going to hold Umar Johnson accountable because they have been holding him accountable this entire time. We just looked at the receipt where they let him know, don't fix these issues, you will have a criminal summons placed on you. He got it together. Don't get these issues taken care of. Don't pay these bills. We're taking these buildings away from you. He got it together. So I think that he will fail the inspection and he will do his whole theatrics and he will either A, lose these buildings, or B, do what they say do to fix it. That's crazy that we are saying this stuff. But thank you so much for the super chat. Let's get back into your video though, because that really matters. But go ahead and answer the poll. Did Wilmington's response confirm violations at FDMG? Always remember, y'all, I really appreciate everyone that goes up to FDMG because I'm down south. I'm down south in Nashville. So getting up to Wilmington, Delaware that's if I'm going up north, I'm definitely gonna take a trip. And it's not just gonna be for FDMG. That would be part of the trip, but I would be going up north to enjoy myself as well. But those that do go up to FDMG, always remember, until Umar Johnson does anything on that building across the street, as of today, we know that he's in compliance with that building. He's in compliance. And until he does anything as far as starting quote unquote renovations, it really don't matter how long that building sit there. If the city wind up taking it away from them because it's just sitting there, that's for a whole nother conversation. But he hasn't dropped a dime into that building besides these violations that he was supposed to correct. If he had to, I think he paid, but that's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. Well, unfortunately. Shout out to everyone that is just now coming into the show. So what's going on today is breaking news. Wilmington dropped a statement on FDMG. They emailed me last night this information on the bigger building and that there was a violation. And the violation came from a fire that broke out at the location back in 2020. Umar was to fix these problems within a certain time period. And if he did not, he would be facing a criminal summons and fines. And he was also looking at getting criminal fines weekly until the violations were repaired. So according to this document, he did complete all of the violations. They said that the place was unsafe. He needed to get the electric service, the natural gas, the sprinklers and smoke system, water damage, all that fixed. According to this document, he did so, and these are the dates that he did so. He had 7 days for 3 of the violations. He had 3 days for one, and they didn't give him any days when it came to this first one. I guess this first one was based on all these other ones right here. On November 9th, he restored natural gas service. November 16th, he restored electric service. He also was responsible for the replacement of the fire, smoke, and water damage. Whatever, he did that. He made sure nobody was inside the buildings and it was locked up, closed off, because he had the locks changed on all the doors. He had all the locks and all that replaced. So since we went through that, Make Change came up and gave us clarity that he knocked all that out. Since I don't have the information for the smaller building, since the city didn't fully honor the request and give us all the information, I want to know, did he get these same violations on the smaller building? And did he get the repairs for the smaller building started because of this one violation right here? Because we know he has, restored the electric, the HVAC, paint, all that stuff. So it raises a deeper question as to the renovations, if you will, of FDMG. Were they deeper than an illusion of progress? Did he really do renovations because he was required to do so, if you will? Is it at all possible? All right, I hope that is a crash course and that helped y'all catch up to where we are now. Looking at the bigger building across the street, understanding that until he really starts doing anything over there, it's just that it's vacant and it's just sitting there. The mold creeping through the cracks. That is crazy. The rust bleeding through the concrete steps. Shout out to Creole. Welcome to the show. Everybody, make sure you show Creole all the love, all the love. Let everyone let Creole know how much you love her. She needs to hear the support. We love you, Creole. We love you and respect you over here wholeheartedly. All right, let's keep going. Wow. They hurrying up and getting off that block. They were flying. That same bag, man. Bro, that's a historic bag of trash at this point. I don't understand why you can't. Is that the trash of the ancestors or something? Like, what's going on? I don't understand. Man, y'all are wild, man. It is definitely a biohazard. Thank you for the super chat, Enterprise. We got what is under the crown. I needed to see this. Oh man, you just asked a mean question right there. Under the Crown is the exclusive show for members only for the pull-up team. Under the Crown is exclusively for members only. You know, a lot of people they don't know about Under the Crown. They don't. I need for you guys that are part of Under the Crown, just make sure that you get over to, I guess it's like the members only section. There we go. If y'all can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. I know it be tripping, man. No, you didn't lose sound. I just want to make sure. I had to go out and come back in. Under the Crown. The first episode of Under the Crown is called Ifa Tunde Explain. Ifa Tunde Explain is what it's called. Okay. Let's see. So let's see. We got you said it's been there since September. That is crazy. All right, yeah. It's called Ifa Tunde Explain, where we went over the Olotunji village, the overall cult of the. That's the name of this thing, man. The Oyotunji village tells you a whole lot. It really explains that meme that I showed just a minute ago on Umar's Instagram. He just shared about the Oyotunji village, because it was at the Oyotunji village that Umar Johnson received his name, Ifa Tunde Ogun today. And it also explains the year that the leader that started the Oyotunji village died. That was the same year Umar allegedly started his priesthood, if you will. This right here. He also went back in 2013, 2015, and in 2024. Crazy stuff, y'all. But for all members that are a pull-up team member, you get exclusive access to Under the Crown.
Not everyone can enter. Only the Crown.
behind the public show is the real conversation.
No filters, no interruptions. Just truth under the crown.
If you're watching this, you're not just subscribed, you're under the crown.
Shout out to the pull-up team, man. I be doing so much for y'all because I love y'all. And we definitely have some more episodes coming up because I believe it's time for us to help you all learn about this space that we call the Umar Johnson sector. Yeah, don't worry. We about to get into it. But let's go back to this historical bag of trash.
I've done video. That same bag of trash. It is getting ready to be April of 2026. While I'm down
Boot on ground, family.
I'm going to take pictures of it.
Thank you for the super chat, big sis.
This is what we say is opening for black boys. Buildings full of mold that go all the way up to the tippy top. No, they can't be pressure washed and power washed off. These buildings literally would have to be destroyed, torn down to the ground, new foundation laid, and then built up again. We're talking about millions of dollars in project. Charlemagne, Mr. Bestseller, are you putting the money up? Because you were endorsing him to get likes and clicks on your little radio station. Envy, are you putting the money up? I'm sure you got money from your various real estate ventures, right? Loom, since you were endorsing him, since that's your boy, you putting the money up? Look at the walkway. I want to see any of y'all put y'all children here first, since he's such a pillar to the black community, since he's such an asset to the black community. Boarded up doors. Where is all the money he's collected? Since we don't know, since we can't say for sure how much it is, you know, we're wrong. The struggle stealers are wrong.
This looks like the scene of a scary house during the daytime. Like you walk in the haunted house during the day, right before it's about to get dark and y'all finna, you know, act a fool and scare the people. Look at that, man. That's crazy. I wouldn't want to be up there. I would. You guys go up there and walk the grounds well enough for me.
You ain't even changed the sign on that one yet. But I forgot. This is the baby.
Yeah, that's
legally
it right
mounted door. Painted for aesthetics. That added for aesthetics. And yet,
that bush is growing out of control. That's not a
your
tree.
own address label is full of dirt and soot and can barely be seen. To his supporters, this is who you endorse. To the podcasters that bring him on, this is who y'all big up. Who y'all say that's not a scammer. Who will sit across the street with this in the background talking about run your PayPal.
PayPal.
When I pulled up, I got out my car and there was a couple groups of kids, group of girls and group of boys.
They are really saying,
you guys going to FDMG when Umar gets their school built?
Those
they were like,
no.
The boys didn't even know what I was talking about. The girls were like, no, I go somewhere else. Happily. So where's all this? My fandom and my notoriety is going to draw kids in. Again, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. The city of Wilmington doesn't even know your name.
And see, that's kind of I'm kind of hesitant. I'm kind of hesitant to show this, man. I want to show y'all, and then again, I'm still like, I don't know, because we know that Daniel Walker knows, Umar Johnson. But again, shout out to the pull-up team that's up there in Wilmington, Delaware. Oh man, and shout out to Mike, because you're right. There are some places that have mold, and they just want you to clean it up, and it's possible. It is very well possible that he could get overlooked when it comes to that. But check this lady out. Dr. Odomuso, if I didn't say that right, I'm sorry, shared the following statement regarding her transition. This is serious stuff. Check this out. It has been an honor to serve the city of Wilmington and help launch the Office of Educational Advocacy during such an important time. I am deeply grateful to President Trippy Congo and the members of Wilmington City Council for the opportunity as we work to establish the office's credibility and build a strong foundation for the future. It has truly been a privilege to contribute to this work and to the future of Wilmington students, families, and communities. I am proud of what we have begun and excited for what lies ahead for the Office of Educational Advocacy of the City of Wilmington. Dr. Laretha C.P. Adomoso, Dr. O, is an education leader with over 15 years of experience in school leadership and organizational transformation. Over the past 2 decades, Dr. O served schools in underserved communities, leading efforts that have resulted in academic growth, budget recovery, and improved school culture. Dr. O has also trained school leaders and school organizations in leadership development, school improvement, and change management. Dr. O holds a PhD in urban education and both an MA and BA in English literature. She is a dedicated advocate for equitable education and sustainable school improvement. About the Office of Educational Advocacy. The Office of Educational Advocacy, established by Wilmington City Council, works to strengthen, support, access, and opportunity for Wilmington students and families while serving as a resource and advocate on education-related issues impacting the city of Wilmington. Dr. O. I'm trying to see where it says, I'm thrilled to welcome Dr. O to our team. Okay. She is from, is it Nigeria she's from? Hold on, let me go back to my email. I have an email that talks about how this lady is from, I want to say she's from Nigeria. Y'all know where she's from because you guys sent it to me. Delaware pull-up team folks. I'm just finna Google her. How about that? That's gonna be the quickest thing to do. So let's go over and pull up information about her. Yeah, that's what I just pulled up. So let me go back. Okay, she left. That's interesting. Who made bomb threats? What is going on? I'm just trying to read more of the article of why this lady I'm not finna pay to read that. But that would have been a great read. Let me go to news. You can't even read the news about her, even though there's news about it. That's crazy. Is from where? Shoot. She serves, okay, Newcastle County, all that. Education, Temple, yada yada with Wood. It keeps bringing me back to that article. All right, send me the information, Jessica or Anita, that shows me that this lady is from I think it was Nigeria, because I'm running around in circles. Getting back to the overall thing, it's debatable that the city does not know Umar, is what I'm getting at. That's very debatable, especially at this point when we have documentation showing that the city has reached out to him regarding those buildings. Now, I will say, when it comes to the Wilmington 2028 revitalization plan and what they plan on doing with that neighborhood, none of those organizations said anything about an FDMG. That's first. Second thing is the EFI or conscious community in that area does not want Umar Johnson up there, and they don't have a relationship with him either. So to a degree, there are people that are doing things that are conscious in the community, and they are doing actual work, and Umar Johnson is not a part of that. And it also comes down to, a lot of those people say that Umar Johnson is getting in the way and interrupting the work that they're doing up there. Because instead of folks focusing on, the actual work that's going on, because he is an online influencer and they know he's in the area, that curves some of the support that they could be receiving. It's a lot, man. This stuff is crazy. Let's get back into this video though. Shout out to Improvise Entertainment.
They don't know you exist. Which is why you haven't went into any of these city entities. Every time you go live, every time you podcast, every time you have something to say about these buildings, I'm going to live. I'm going to video. I'm going to get back to the people what's really out there and what's really real. Because if these punk behind podcasters won't do it for the sake of their wallets, I'll do it for the sake of the people and their money.
Appreciate you, man.
This is Enterprise Entertainment. I'm going to continue to expose. I'm going to continue to talk. We out.
Enterprise, thank you so much for going up to Umar's FDMG, showing the mold and showing how unkept the property is. It also speaks to the fact that a lot of people that are from out of the country, they are okay with conditions such as this. Understand that the community that Mary Ann Lorien comes from is the same community, that backs Umar Johnson. And when you look into that background, you find out that they are from a background that is okay with these type of conditions. But who is not okay with these type of conditions is L Blizzard. L Blizzard is standing up and doing something about what is happening, joining the pull-up team.
Welcome to the movement. In this team, we stand on truth.
Yes, we stand on truth around here. So make sure every time you out here and you are hearing the receipts being fabricated, you tell these people the truth around here. Again, welcome to the pull-up team. Pull-up team members, make sure y'all welcome L Blizzard into the family. Welcome to the family. What's up, family? Welcome to the Loan Sharks. Y'all are wild, man. So there it is, people. We have Umar in this whole situation with the city, letting him know that, hey, you got some violations going on. The violation was corrected. It was corrected because it was a fire years ago. And I would have never known that Umar Johnson was facing criminal issues had he not addressed this. Not only did he address these issues, but he paid some bills. He don't owe that, but he do owe the vacant property fees, $24,000. It's up and down, man. I'm not understanding it. I know that FDMG is not coming. I know it is a scam. What I mean by I'm not understanding it is I'm not understanding why the city is allowing this to happen. When I say I know, I mean business-wise. Oh yeah. When you can't excuse your expertise, because all of us are bringing our experience to break this thing down. And again, I'm going to stand on the fact that I would not put my name on the policy, the insurance policy for that building. I wouldn't do it. So with that being said, I'm telling you, I know some stuff in the game, and I don't believe FDMG is coming. But if it does, it would come in the way that we are not expecting, especially if it's 501c4. We know that, you know what? I'm going to leave that for another show. Thank you so much for the Super Chat, family. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the foolishness. I am tired of the foolishness. I need for you guys to hit that like button if you haven't already. I also need for you to hype up the video. Shout out to the replay gang. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so and turn on that notification bell so that you know when I'm going live next. And listen, shout out to everyone that has subscribed. Welcome to the team. Welcome to the channel. I'm so grateful that you decided to check me out. Consider joining the pull-up team. And listen, if you do have any receipts or show topics that you would like for us to get into, go ahead and send those to dkkctv@gmail.com. And if you do send some receipts, I'm going to vet those receipts, because it's always, where are the receipts around here? We can't just go off of word of mouth, and the receipts got to be receipting around here, because this is the receipt show, and I'm your boy KKC, and it was breaking news. Wilmington, Delaware dropped a statement on FDMG. They didn't drop everything. I wish they did, but listen, they definitely got some more receipts to send my way. There you go, Allison. If you would like to send the email, dkkctv@gmail.com. Shout out to Anita McCrae, because we got to cover Afro Man. She would like for us to talk about the accomplishments of Afro Man, what happened, what led up to the lawsuit, or what happened from him going to court and winning and clowning on them folks. We can talk about it. Under the Crown is going to be interesting. And again, if you would just like for us to just talk about something, it don't have to be members only. It can be subscribers as well. Even if you just want me to react to a video, send the info to dkkctv@gmail.com, because as of right now, we are talking about the FDMG saga. We are talking about what's going on with the different characters of the Umar Johnson story. But this is just the beginning, and I'm so glad. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way out the door. We are about to get on up out of here. Again, we do have some Under the Crown episodes coming up, because we got to talk about a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff is for members only, and we're going to get into it. But until then, if it's daytime where you are, make sure you have a great rest of the day on purpose. But if it's nighttime, stay cool like the other side of the pillow. This is the Receipt Show. I'm your boy KKC. And listen, it was breaking news again. Do you think Wilmington confirmed the violations? Let me know down in the comments section. Until next time, I am out of here. Enjoy your night. Peace.
When the truth gets twisted, the streets listen.
2 months, we've been told one story, but tonight, the city finally responded. Not rumors, not opinions. Official documentation. Stamped, signed, and now under the microscope.
The seal makes it official. As of tonight, the order stands. The Northline building is coming down, and every department has to be ready before dawn. Make sure your people understand that.
Receipt Show with KKC. Sabotaging the work. Lee nor honor, we got to get his ass. Pull up time. Pull up time.
William Clay got a nerve to have my videos on his website. It's pull-up time. Writing letters telling people I'm smoking crack. I went to jail for selling crack, smoking crack. I'm stealing school money. Alright. Pull up crew. Pull up crew. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. I can handle the videos, but when you start going to the white man trying to sabotage my work and my profession, can't take that no more. Can't take that no more. I'm gonna take a few before I take a few questions.